And welcome back, everybody, to Unapologetically Black and Fast, a full weekend of all-you-can-handle Black speedrunning content and Black hosts here live on GDQ's channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic time and that I wasn't too distracting with how absolutely kerfuzzled and just blown away by this Mario is Missing run, because it's an educational game and they just throw stuff at you. And I guess I couldn't let go of the adultness, and I apologize for that. But you want to know what I want everyone to hold on to at all times, 24/7, 365? It's the fact that if you sub, if you cheer, if you use bits, use them Prime subs on this channel, it helps bring you more content like what you're watching right here. All of those things, they help support Hotfix, and this is part of Hotfix. So if you want to see things like more UBAF, if you want to see more Juneteenth, if you want to get more PB Precipice, more How to Train Your Speedrunner, and any of those Hotfix shows, sub to the channel. Gift a sub today. Gift a sub to one of your favorite Black content creators and be like, hey, you should go check this out. They're doing fun stuff over there. Just make sure that you're helping us and we can provide you with all that sweet, sweet, delicious entertainment. Now, I have to tell everybody a secret. It's not a secret if I share it with everyone. It's two things. So first and foremost, I hopped on the Pokemon train extremely late. I hopped on very late. And as a result, my second secret is that this is my favorite child and you will never, ever change my mind. I love him. I adore him. He is my heart and soul. And I want everything to be centered around him. But unfortunately, in this next run, we will not be able to see him because he was created a decade later. He was created a decade later. So instead of sounding foolish about how I am late to the party, I'm going to pass it over to our wonderful runner, Peas, who's going to be showing us some Pokemon. Uh-oh, I just forgot the name of your game. Your Pokemon Battle Revolution. I just like battle and my brain just went, and I was like, it's not Battle Network. Don't say that. Do not say that. It is not Battle Network. That is a Mega Man game. Stop it. Stop. Freeze. It is Battle Revolution. So without further ado, Peas, who's been here yesterday, he's back today. Go ahead and take it away.
Alrighty, thank you, PT. I want to quickly mention, you're kind of half correct because Battle Revolution did make use of the Nintendo Wi-Fi on the Wii. Rest in peace to that.
I was just saying, you said Nintendo Wi-Fi. I might not have been around for Pokemon, but I know that story. I'm good. I'm good. Oh my gosh.
Some good times. But anyway, hello everyone, I am Peas, and this is Pokemon Battle Revolution. For those who have played Pokemon Stadium, you all recognize this gameplay style, and unfortunately this is Generation 4's version of it, and Genius Sonority hasn't made any more Stadium-style games for so many years, and you'll see very shortly why I love the Stadium games. So essentially, this game promotes the use of your Nintendo DS and literally any of your Generation 4 games. Shout out to Soul Silver, because that is the game that I use to transfer all of my Pokemon from. So we're going to jump straight into this. I would say, I guess you could say this is like post-game content. We're not going to run through the whole game. That takes like 4 hours. Instead, we're going to be running the Stargazer Coliseum, which is essentially the hardest Coliseum in the game, which is unlocked after you beat the main game. Well, you do get Stargazer when you're close to beating the game, but this category that I'm doing, this is called Masters Battle or Round 2. You have 8 sets. And basically 8 sets of 4 battles, and you'll see very shortly that it's going to be a lot of brain power and a lot of luck that is involved. So we're gonna jump straight into it, and I'll do my best to explain the strategies that I'm going to go for here, because a lot of it, well, the first 3 is just going to be pressing the A button like quite a bit. That's all I'm doing. All right, so timer's going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, so already. I actually have 4 teams, and they're going to be designated for each and every set that I'm going to do. So I'm going to take a little bit to choose my first team. Shout outs to the notes, because I do not remember like which ones I choose. So that's going to be really useful here. So I will have a commentator, but it's going to be in the game itself, because the most important thing about the Stadium games is basically the announcer. So here's a quick little fun fact. The announcer of this game is the exact same announcer from the original Pokemon anime, up until Generation 4 or Generation 5. I do not remember which one. So, right off the bat, yeah, I'm using legendaries, but that's because very shortly in the run, the AI will start to use legendaries. So it's going to be a lot easier for me if I were to use my own team with my own special stats. Like either broken or either like how would you say? Not exactly, but anyway. So basically, the reason why both of those Pokemon just basically got one-shotted by Water Spout is because, first of all, Kyogre is very broken. In the rain, water moves are increased by 50%, and coupled that with Kyogre's broken special attack stat, Water Spout just deals so much damage. And let me make sure to press Helping Hand because actually no, I take that back. This Togekiss has Follow Me, and the only way to get both Helping Hand and Follow Me on this thing is to transfer it up from Pokemon XD on the GameCube. So, of course, shoutouts to Gen 3 for literally being where most of my Pokemon came from.
I just want you to know I'm going to be taking as many notes as I can so that I can do my first ever Kaizo run and have everyone in the wine cellar be like, this is a horrible idea. Let's do it. Let's do it. You've never done Pokemon like that before? You want to go straight to Kaizo? Let's rock. I'm into it. Let's go.
Well, see, this game kind of feels like Kaizo with the amount of luck that's going to be involved. But of course, with the understanding of like stats and moves and things like that, we're gonna be a-okay. So we're gonna jump straight into the second battle here, and we're gonna choose almost we are gonna choose the exact same team because for now we're only gonna be using Kyogre and Togekiss up until we get to the fourth fight. Alrighty, so this team, the first team utilizes all bug-type Pokemon, and this one is going to be focused on the move Fling, where you basically throw your item at the Pokemon, and even though it's a Dark-type move, it will deal, let's say, it'll deal damage depending on the power of the item. And there's actually status effects that can come from certain items. Like, say, if you fling a flame orb on a certain Pokemon, it will basically deal damage and burn your opponent. And for whatever reason, Machamp went for, what was it, Protect? Thankfully, I believe this Pelipper carries Tailwind, but that's not going to really matter for us as much.
I just want to take a moment to highlight that while I may not be very seasoned, one of my favorite details about Pokemon games that I've seen across the ages is the number of times that your character is more or less a child and you're out here going against adults who talk the loudest smack to you, and it's like, this is a child. This is a child. Yeah. That is a grown man that look like he's in the military somewhere. He's just like, I'm gonna take you down. And it's like, sir, she just wants a crepe. What? Sir, there's no need for all of that. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be quiet.
No. That's really accurate. Like, considering Pokemon's been around for almost 27 years? 26, 27? I can't do math.
I think it's 27.
But Pokemon
I think so, because I think the first generation of Pokemon came out in 1998-ish in the US. In the US, I gotta check myself on that, because I know I was drawing the first generation when I was in 7th grade, and I was in 7th grade in 1998. So that's the only reason I know that deep lore. If you were to ask me off the top of my head, I would just be like, I don't know, I couldn't tell you. But I know it was there before in Japan. It's almost the same age as like Final Fantasy VII, I want to say, if not a little bit older.
See, it's funny how you mentioned that you were in 7th grade in 1998. I was not even born yet.
Why would you say this out loud in front of God and everybody?
No, it's okay though. I was born 2 years after. It's totally fine. I'm essentially a generation. Okay, in Japan, I would be a Gen 2 baby, but in the US, I'm still a Generation 1 baby because Gen 2 or Gold, Silver, and Crystal came out in November of 2000. So, of course, shout out to 2000. Like, that's like the best year of all time. IMO. Actually, you know what? I'll keep this team. I was gonna choose Lucario, which is actually my favorite Pokemon, but I'm not even gonna use Lucario until like the next, the fight after the next fight, if I'm not mistaken. So, if you see me looking at my watch, it's because it is going off, and I am gonna try my best to go and do not disturb. Anyway, I gotta make sure to finish this run relatively quickly, because of course a lot of us have things to do. But funnily enough, before this, I was doing so much homework. I'm actually in graduate school, and I get to explain this because there's a lot of things to like this game is very long, and it's gonna be like no things to talk about. But I'm studying computer science in graduate school. Ooh. And all day I was swamped with a lot of schoolwork.
Grad school does that.
This is definitely this is definitely a good time for like good use of background noise if you're like studying for an exam or need a distraction from schoolwork and things like that. So this is totally my excuse for procrastination. Not really.
No, but grad school is like that though. So the funny thing about that is though, even though I am like, what was I in 7th grade? What was I? 11, some nonsense like that. It was 11 or 12. I was one of those summer kids, so my age and grade was all jacked up. But like, yeah, grad school will do that to you, and it's like almost imperative to have something that's like your ultimate comfort background noise thing. And I completely understand that. Though now that you've said that, I think mine was just a lot of techno music. I didn't have a lot of games that I was playing at the time. I think I might have been jamming out Mass Effect a lot, but I didn't do anything like speed runs and whatnot. But I definitely, that was the height of like my techno era and my techno library building, because otherwise I don't think I would have survived grad school. It would have never happened.
Yeah. Thankfully, my homework assignment was not due tonight, it's due tomorrow night. Oh. And the nice thing about grad school is basically like very minimal classes, even though they're mostly night. It's all spread out throughout the week, so you just have a day to do whatever you want. So it's so nice.
It's wonderful because you also have a lot more focused classes too. Before we go any further, chat, these are two grad students and a graduate just chatting. This is not a PSA to go to grad school. I cannot recommend against it enough. Please don't do that to yourself unless you are absolutely bored. But like, one of the nice things about grad school is that because your classes are so much more deep focused, that you have like 3 or 4 classes and that's it, and they're super spread, and it's like all stuff you're actually interested in. And I'm just like, I actually want to like do stuff, let's go. And then you finish it, and then you're like, I can't get a job. Help me, please.
Yeah. Okay, so this fight is actually interesting. Funnily enough, I got the worst possible lead. I believe I clicked Psychic to break the Focus Sash on Staraptor. So basically the Focus Sash, it lives one-hit KO moves, and I believe, okay, it went for Crunch, that's fine. So what Destiny Bond does is that if I basically lose my Pokemon here, in which Gengar will faint, this Pokemon will basically go down along with me. So, yeah. Basically, you get punished for taking down your own, well, the other Pokemon if they use Destiny Bond against you. So I will use this move again later on in the run. All right, so according to my notes, I'm going to switch in Kyogre, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to show off my explosion strat because I'm pretty sure. Okay, cool. Employing is not in the pocket so far, and unfortunately, we have to take out the most iconic Pokemon of all time. That is not Psychic. The most iconic Pokemon of all time, Pikachu. All right, and here we're just going to be throwing some more water. Had I gotten a better lead, I would have actually went for Explosion with Gengar. Even though Gengar will faint in the process, it just deals a lot of damage, especially in double battles. Okay. So, alright, so Staraptor has that Focus Sash, but because I click Psychic, it's going to go down in this one hit. Now, Kyogre is holding a Choice Scarf, which increases my speed by 50%, but I am locked into only one move. So if Empoleon comes out, that's going to be a little bit of trouble because it resists my Water Spell. It'll deal potentially more than half, but this will be a 4-turn fight. Oh, speak of the devil.
Oh, no.
I called it.
It's always the case.
That is totally fine.
I'll say that's what we call, as Bobby said earlier, that good old speedrunner luck. It's like, oh, you need this to go this exact way? Watch me do the polar opposite.
Exactly.
Like, why would you do that?
Okay, thankfully, I got it down to below half, so Psychic should kill. Oh, I got the nice crit. Let's go.
Fantastic.
I'm pretty sure either Employment would have barely lived the Psychic, or I would have gotten the range, because Employment has really good special defense, and Psychic is a special attacking move. So I guess now's a good time. Oh, so fun fact, in Generation 4, there's something called a physical and special split, which means moves that they walk up to you and like punch you. That's called a physical move, and now it doesn't deal with like any types anymore. And then a special move is like sidekick, shadow ball, like most moves that are not non-contact are essentially a special attacking moves. So that first set was pretty good. I did get a 3-turn on one of the sets, which is totally fine.
We have a question in chat. We need some clarification just to be safe. Another person who enjoys Pokemon is wanting to know, the announcer said it couldn't survive. Did you kill a Pokemon? Peas, are you a Pokemon's murderer? Speak clearly into the microphone, please.
Well, I am a Pokemon exploder. I will admit to that one.
Oh no, we gotta get this man out of here. He's out here killing Pokemons live. I can't even believe this, y'all. I'm so sorry. I thought we were wholesome. I was incorrect. Wrong. But anywho, I know you didn't actually kill that Pokemon. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh no. See, I guess the worst thing about doing Pokemon runs in general is that when you come up to some of your favorites, you just hate to see them faint.
yeah. Like, okay, I have to share this because I said it at the beginning, and I know you said there's not a lot to talk about with this run, but we could talk about other things Pokemon, and I could actually help a little bit. So I had said earlier that I started on Sun and Moon, and Rowlet will be my child forever. I love this little turd nugget so much. And one of the reasons I never finished Sun and Moon is because I got him all the way up to Decidueye, who was Vibes. I love the Decidueye design, and I want to talk about some of these designs in here too, because there was a penguin with a kind of like almost flourish and tie on, and I love that for him, but we're going to go back to that in a moment. And anytime my Decidueye would die, I literally just was like, I don't want to play this anymore. I don't want to play anymore because my Decidueye's dead. I don't know who else I'm supposed to use. And people are like, well, you have like 12 other Pokemon. I'm like, that's not the point. My favorite is out and I don't feel like reviving him. So I'm just going to turn the game off if that's okay with everyone. Like, I know for a fact if I were to boot up my file right now, I have like a level 40 some nonsense Decidueye. Everyone else in my party is like 23. It's so bad. And I just neglected the hell out of them. And I'm up against stuff that I know he's weak against. And I'm still just like, but Decidueye. Decidueye. And they're just like, you can't use that right now. And I'm like, I don't care. I want to use him. I want this one. And then it just doesn't go well at all. And then I get irritated anyway, because it's like, you're fighting a Chansey right now. You're fighting like a Jigglypuff. And I was like, that's a Blissey. I apologize. I thought that was a Chansey on a quick glance. I looked at it closer. It was like, never mind, that's not a Chansey, but it's still annoying. So this is the real reason I'm not in Pokemon, because there's certain Pokemon I'm like, I see their moveset and I'm like, you sound annoying. I don't feel like dealing with you at all. Oh my god. And I can't catch my freaking Abras. When the Pokemon go, all the psychic Pokemon run from me. They run from me. I want them. Yeah. Please stay in the ball. I actually have that as a pin on one of my bags. It says something inappropriate though, so I can't read it.
Uh-oh.
Well, it says get in the ball. And I'm pretty sure you can figure out what the missing word is.
Yeah.
Like, please get in the ball. Please get in the ball. Please. I'm getting angry now. I have to go back to work soon. Please get in the ball.
Oh no. A time crunch, if you will.
It's like the 10-minute break walking around I used to work in the Indiana State building. I'm walking around the cul-de-sac, like furiously tapping my phone, trying to catch a freaking Dratini, and I'm like, please stay in the ball. I'm begging you, I have to go back upstairs. Anyway. So yeah, Pokemon. I like the designs a lot. Although a lot of the designs in later gens, I feel like they're starting to run out of ideas, because I know the current gen, it's just straight up food ones now. And I'm like, well, when you get over 800, it starts getting hard, I suppose.
Yeah.
Just a touch. And see, I know some of them. Like, I know the Gengars, and I know, like, the ones that Team Rocket used. I sound like a grandmother. Can you please commentate your run so I can be quiet?
No, I really appreciate that. So, Gengar fainting there was actually kind of intentional, because this this fight uses the move Acupressure, which randomly raises a stat. So the reason why I went for Taunt on Tentacle, it basically it won't let it go for any like status moves like Acupressure or moves that just like raise your stats or things like that. So this water spout should KO both of them. Nice. Okay. Oh, never mind. Because so water spout basically the base power changes the more. Focus ban. No wonder. And I tried to horn drill. Oh, that would have been really bad. So horn drill is a one-hit KO move, and if that move hit Kyogre, I would have lost it instantly. So thank goodness that move missed.
Oh, I don't like that. That's reserved for players only. The AI is not supposed to use those. That's called cheating. Those are cheats.
Yeah. And sadly, the AI will cheat. So basically, the focus ban also randomly lets you live an attack if you were going to faint, and it's like a 10% chance. So thankfully, we're like super past that. So the last Pokemon is going to be Drapion because that's what the AI always ends with. So this is one of the only teams where there is a set lead and a set pocket, and pocket being which Pokemon is going to be in the back.
I do have to throw this out here real fast. So there's a great question asked in chat. This is an open floor question, so I want to see a lot of participants in this. Does chat have a Pokemon they absolutely have to have? And the person who wrote that said theirs is Gengar. They always have to have them on their team. Back when it was still Gen 1 and I wasn't really involved in the games, I was Team Articuno. I needed to see the Articuno. I didn't care that it was legendary. I didn't care that it was unreasonable. Articuno was that girl for me. And then in later gens, it became the Rowlet. So chat, we need to know, who is that Pokemon that you have to have? Peas, you can start off with this. The Pokemon that's in your team every single time. No questions asked. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Lucario all the way.
Yeah? You're a melee Pokemon. You're a melee-mon.
Well, if not Lucario, then potentially an EV evolution, which would be Vaporeon, or basically any EV evolution that I have not used or have not used before. So, but for me, I will almost always use one of my favorites, which will be like Lucario or Vaporeon. Swampert is my favorite starter, but unfortunately, it's a starter Pokemon, so I have to play like a certain game, like Gen 3, in order to use it. So I believe this Pelipper has a Focus Sash, so I'm gonna actually break this Focus Sash and KO it before it clicks Tailwind.
All right, I'm gonna try and read some of these. So everyone in chat, I want you to understand, I am going to butcher the name of your Pokemon. I'm just letting you know that right now. Let me scroll up some and let's see what we've got here. Oh no, there's so many that came in. So we've got an Alakazam, a Lucario. Is that Girafarig? Is that supposed to be Girafarig? I was like, that looks like giraffe. Girafarig. And Coughing. Coughing is a classic. Sylveon. Great stuff. Is it a Torkoal? Torkoal. Another Gengar. Another Sylveon. Baneri. I know that one. It's super cute. Oh my god, I love it so much. I hate to do this. Someone said, isn't it obvious? And I don't know if that's a reference to their name, and their name is Darkrai Reaper, and I don't know what that means. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Darkrai, thank you. I don't know. I'm so sorry. Okay, Dragonite. Oh, I can't say that one. Tyranitar. I was like, after I said it the first time, I was like, no, that's that. I need to influx in that more. Another Alakazam, Absol, Leafeon or Growlithe. Oh, another classic. Shanks? I've never heard of that one. And there's one actually called, that's a real one. It's called Furret. It sounds like ferret, but they just switched the letter. It's really a Furret. Does it look like a ferret?
Yes. And people like Furret because of the I forget the city's name. There's a music in the Pokemon Black and White games. It's a certain city, and it has Furret's crawling animation, and it's basically a Furret good boy or something like that.
Is it the same energy as like in Sobble because it's Sobble? I can't.
Everyone loves Sobble.
I use the sobbing emote from Data Dave that's of Sobble crying literally constantly. So I get it. I get it. Let's see. We've got some more. Mawile. I don't of that one. It's Mawile. Rowlet, Squirtle, and Sandshrew. We got a 3-stack. Oh, you got a team going there. You covered all bases. Like, I need grass, water, and I want to throw dirt at people. Let's do it. Ampharos isn't the same, but still cute. Roggenrola. Oh, that has to be one that's based around like a rolling design of some sort. It has to.
A rolling stone.
Yep.
Okay, part of the pun, but it makes sense.
Yeah, no.
It's a
I
rolling
was gonna
rock
say,
or
yeah,
rolling
I could tell it was a pun. I was like, no, that's a pun. That's a pun, mon. So that has to be like something that rolls. I see it. I understand. Baggin. It sounds like it should be baggin.
Bagon, something like
that.
Okay.
Hot take. I hate Gengar. Haunter is the best form.
Oh, no.
Haunter is the best form in that evolution. We got someone coming in with the Poke Violence. I synced it. I knew it was going to happen.
Yep.
We got Chikorita. Chikorita gives me nightmares from being in Smash Brothers. Because she would come out the ball and it just, all the floor. It's like playing the floor is lava, but the floor is razor blades, leaf blades specifically. Oh, Chikorita. Lantern. Spheal. I know Spheal because it looks like a spear, but it's a seal. I know that one. But only because of Drawfee. Fair enough. Palucha. We got another Haunter. Transyon, which is Sylveon. I see what you did there. It is Transyon, though. It is Transyon. The colors are completely the trans flag, and you will never change my mind. Beedrill. We got another. No, I'm not going to read it. We got Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime? I never thought I would see Mr. Mime. Now, time out. What? Hold on. I need investigation journalism on this. Mr. Mime? Isn't he just the mimicking Pokemon? Time out. We've got a...
Yes.
We got a Muck, a Golem. We got another Lucario, Garchomp, Charmander. If there is Durant in the game, I have to have him in my team. I don't know if this is them being a joke about a basketball reference. I feel like this is a basketball reference. Absol. Oh, whoa. That's a lot of letters that don't make sense. Abomasnow. Haha. Abomasnow. Yeah, I'm going to be real with you, Renier. I'm not going to read yours because I'm going to completely screw them up. But I see you and I appreciate you. Ampharos. Outside of something, I go with Tinkerton. Bidoof.
Nice.
We got a lot of them in here. We got a Wooper. Heracross, another Growlithe or Arcanine, keeping it in the same family. I love that for you. Cyndaquil, another fiery boy. I love Cyndaquil's design, though I feel like Cyndaquil and Bakugo would be besties. That's just me, though. I could be wrong. I understand that I just went completely off the rails. I went from Pokemon to My Hero Academia. I get that. But I feel like Cyndaquil and Bakugo would be besties. And I said what I said. Skizzer for the win. I'm surprised I didn't see a Scyther. I haven't seen a Scyther yet. I figured that would be a big one. It was when I was younger, at least. Okay.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
This fight is kind of terrible.
Oh, no. Is it going south? Or we got bad stuff going?
It's about to go south. So on the first turn, I switched Gengar into Kyogre. I switched Kyogre into Gengar because Sashay's strategy is to PP stall or basically stall power points, and Spiritom's ability is Pressure, which essentially basically doubles the amount of PP that I use.
You said PP.
I have to make sure.
Okay, I'm done.
Yes. Yep. PP stands for power points in Pokemon.
Sorry, I'm a small child. Please continue.
Yeah, so hopefully... Okay, yeah. I do have a plan B. Oh, I don't have a plan B. Uh-oh.
What's wrong? Oh, no.
So, I have to hope that I do have Surf. I just need to hope that this water spout hits soon. Okay, it went for Curse, which is fine. So Curse basically cuts the opponent's HP in half on a Ghost type, and I'll take damage for every turn that I'm out. So my plan is to just spam Water Spout until I run low, and then once I run out of run out of water spout, I'll just spam surf. So I have 2 more chances to hit the Spiritomb. I can still win the fight. That's the funny part. The only issue is that Lucario can't hit Spiritomb at all because I changed one move for a particular fight. I have to rely on a Gengar now. So come on, please hit.
I believe.
Nice. Oh, that's so good.
You saved it?
We're out. I saved it. It
Great.
hit. So double team raises the evasiveness of one Pokemon, so that's why my water spot was missing. It's not always 100% accurate. So that was so lucky.
You can just blame me for it because
Now,
I got sidetracked by everything, but go ahead.
So between you and me, and this is, I'm talking to literally everyone watching, I still don't have a good strategy for whenever Vespiquen and Spiritomb are out. Probably next time I should just spam Water Spell anyway, just to get rid of Spiritomb and basically press Imprison on turn 2. But now I know. I got lucky this time. So every run is a learning experience. So I'm gonna make sure to add that to the notes, hopefully after this run. So that's pretty much that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Because really, this is set 3. Yeah. Normally, this for the first three sets, I'm going to be using the same team until we get to set 4, which I'll be using a completely different team. So one important thing to note is that the reason why a lot of my moves will one-hit KO is because of the IV stats of the opposing team. Now, IV stands for individual values, which change the individual number of your stat. So competitive Pokemon usually have an IV stat of 31, which is like the best possible stat. In this case, they usually it's not exactly randomized by the AI. It's low because it's designed to be easy, and then as you progress through the fights in general, you're going to start to see more competitive move sets. So
I actually have a question in chat about the run itself. So someone said, does having a short Pokemon name make the text go faster?
Yes. For some cases, like say that I'm using the move U-turn, because U-turn allows you to change your Pokemon, and there's a message that says this Pokemon went back to the trainer. It's a little bit of a difference, but it's not as major as it was in the main games, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I noted that's something that came up, and I know that when we were talking about it in a couple of runs earlier, people were also asking, hey, why do you have text in like Japanese or other things like that? And I know shorter names and Japanese text have a tendency to be read faster, and so it'll be less load. And that's why I was asking it too, because it came up in chat, but also I was very curious about it as well. All right, what is this? It looks like a puff and a ghost thing. I haven't been paying attention. It's a spirit bomb. That's
pretty much that. Oh, okay, good. Kyogre lived that. So this is kind of terrible because Water Spout is probably going to do a low amount of damage. So let's see if the power of Extreme Speed and Water Spout will knock out Roserade. So this Pokemon is holding the Bright Powder item, which gives it a 20% chance of missing whatever. Oh, not again.
Oh, no.
Well, let's say goodbye to Kyogre because I'm going down after this Energy Ball.
Yikes.
That's unfortunate.
You have stuff to revive it though, right?
Oh, we can't revive it. Sadly.
Oh, hey, I at least knew that much. I was gonna say that you could just pick him back. Oh, okay.
It's okay. All I need to do is just press Psychic and I win the fight. It's all good.
Okay. Okay.
Right, so I'm gonna choose Rain Dance here because Extreme Speed is a priority move, but it's slower than Psychic. So there we go. Even though Extreme Speed would have actually knocked out Roserade, physical moves have a longer animation than special moves for the most part. So I will say though, that's not the first time that Roserade has gotten at least more than one Bright Powder against me in practice. But thankfully, I can just switch in one of the Pokemon and just knock it out. I do lose a little bit of time, but it's fine.
And we still have plenty of time with that being said. So I think that we're still in relatively good shape unless something goes extremely south. And it sounds like you've been dodging that pretty decently.
Oh yeah, for sure. My plan is, if I get to the last fight and, you know, something goes south, I just keep going. And if there's time left, I'll go back to the last fight. Since I have my notes, I know what I'm doing. It's just the fight of execution and luck, or I should say luck and then execution. So this fight is a little bit cringe.
Oh.
What I'm gonna do, let's see. I have a focus ash here. All right, so I'm gonna make a very safe play and send in a Zelf because Steelix has a quick claw and it will explode. Now I don't know if Shadow Ball is gonna one hit Miss Magius because I've actually not tested this. So when we get the quick claw, we will not get the quick claw, which is good. So I'm okay. So that means Miss Magius lives just by a little bit. Please explode.
I believe.
Okay. Not just yet. I need Steelix to press explosion. It's gonna be really funny to watch it explode. Come on.
Do it.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Get that Steelix out of here.
So you might be wondering why a Zelf is gonna live on 1 health. Guess what? I have a focus action. So now normally I would have rolled the dice and clicked a water spout, but once in practice, Steelix had a quick claw, which means it has an 80% chance of going first. It exploded and I lost my Kyogre and the fight became longer. So that was a very important safe play right there. So what I'm gonna do is sidekick the Miss Magius. I'm pretty sure it's going to. Oh, it missed, didn't it? Right, outer moment. Awesome. I love that item so much. But thankfully, sidekick is able to knock out Miss Magius even after +1 in special defense. So I believe Drifblim is probably going to go for Shadow Ball on a Zell? Question mark? Focus Energy. Okay. So Focus Energy raises the critical hit ratio by about 50%. It doesn't always guarantee a critical hit. I think they changed that in like Gen 6 or something like that. So funnily enough, I've actually not been in this situation before. So what I'm gonna do is let a Zelf or a Zelf go down here. And I can't explode because explosion will not work against ghost types unless I use like Odor Sleuth or basically hold an item that hits any type. So, but that wasn't until Gen 5, I'm pretty sure. So unfortunately, I have to take down Octillery, which is one of my favorite Pokemon, or at least in Gen 2. Charge Beam.
Oh.
Why would it go for Charge Beam?
Listen, we take those. Anytime I saw in a fight that they used something that I knew for a fact was not going to do much of anything, and I was like, I mean, if you want, it's your decision. Yep.
Yeah. That's so funny. The crit that's so funny. First I get a Bright Powder miss, and then I get a critical hit on Shadow Ball. That's so funny. So yeah, that was a pretty long fight for my standards, but this is what happens when you make a safe play and you do not want marathon luck to happen. So again, I should have went for Water Spout. It would have knocked out both of them, but I did not want to risk losing Kyogre early on. So let's see, Lucario and no, wrong buttons. Menuing. Kyogre, Togekiss, Gengar, Lucario. Yeah, so menuing is a little tough, and funnily enough, you can actually use the sensor bar if I can.
You're gonna try and use the sensor. Oh no. Yeah, so I actually use the D-pad because it's a lot easier menuing, and it takes it's like a few more frames to select the Pokemon with the Wii remote, but I don't really have to worry about that. So we have Luxray and Wishcash. There's not like a good strategy with this team, so I can just press Helping Hand Water Spout for free. I just love for the animations of the Water Spout that it doesn't shoot forward. I've noticed it shoots up, and I'm just like, that's not how physics works. That's not quite correct. And also now you have water up your nose, and that's probably not fun. But it gets the job done, so it's fine. That Luxray can go home.
Yep. See, there are some animations that I do have questions about, and for those who played the Pokemon Stadium games, there are some Pokemon feints that are very hilarious. The last fight actually has a Honchkrow, so I'm really hoping that that the AI will choose a Honchkrow so that we can see its fainting animation. It's one of the more iconic ones for those who, if they know Battle Revolution, they know of how Honchkrow goes back into its Pokeball. So the reason why I pressed follow me is because Bastiodon has a Quick Claw and it has Fissure, which is also a 1-hit KO move. And follow me essentially directs all attacks over to the Pokemon that use the move. So which means that Bastiodon would have went for Fissure on Togekiss, which would have missed because I'm a flying type, and ground moves don't hit flying types for the most part. So that was a pretty easy fight.
Yeah, so you reversed that 1-hit KO on him. It's like, how about I do the 1-hit KOs? I issue those.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're trying to move quickly, and also I just don't feel like dealing with you. Goodbye.
All right. So this team, basically, so Kruger is another one of the AI that will always choose the same lead, which will be Ambipom and Drapion. And funnily enough, Ambipom outspeeds Gengar by a few speed points, but because I mentioned lower IV stats early on, Gengar is actually going to be faster than Ambipom. And Drapion also has really good base defense, which essentially means that Explosion normally wouldn't 1-hit KO, but because it has a lower defense IV, I'm able to knock it out in 1 hit with Explosion. So one other thing to point out here is, if you hear nothing from the announcer, so the announcer didn't say anything just now, which means that Explosion knocked out both Pokemon. And if the move missed like one Pokemon, he would say like it's down and out, or like it couldn't take it down, or something like that. He will say something. So audio cues are very important for me, at least in this game, since I know what happens whenever he says a certain thing. I don't know if there's a time difference with turning the announcer off, but the fact that we have the Pokemon anime in an actual main game, the anime announcer, I'm not turning that dude off. He's pretty cool. Okay, I did not see. Was that Honchkrow? Oh, it's Skuntank. Unfortunate. But the good thing is, I'm going to press Explosion. And that's going to be the fight. Unless Medicham clicks Endure. Will it Endure? Nope. Cool.
That's a hell of a phrase to hear. Will it endure? Nope. Okay, cool. It's like, oh, that kind of dark, actually. Hello?
Sometimes I'll say certain things, and even though I know what I'm saying, I know what they mean, it's my own connotation, but the audience was like, whoa, that's kind of dark. I don't know what he means by that.
Oh no, that happens all the time. That's just streamer luck at that point, where you say things and you don't parse it till later, and it's like, oh, I should have said that differently, huh? It sounded okay in my brain. And then you look at your chat and everyone's like, Jesus. And it's like, oh, sorry. My bad.
Didn't mean it like that.
Sorry. But obliterated. Absolutely destroyed.
To be fair, though, this game is rated E for everyone, so...
Oh, is that why it lets you kill Pokemon earlier? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Pretty much.
I just wanted to make sure. Uh-oh.
Alrighty, so one thing I forgot to mention about Battle Revolution is that you basically get to use, you can customize your trainers. This is like one of the first games to use, hold on. Snorlax and Gengar, okay, cool. So trainer customization, I don't think it debuted in this game, but it was one of the first games to basically allow you to customize your trainer. So this one in particular, I was like, you know what? I have a girlfriend. She's really epic. So how about I literally make a trainer after her? So it adds no value other than aesthetics, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the trainers that has the faster winning animation. All right, I need to look at my notes here. What does this lead? Okay. I believe I explode. So yeah, so the little girl trainer and the little boy trainer, they have a faster winning animation compared to the, I think it's like Cool Trainer B and then Cool Girl B or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. So this Knuckle Scissor. Okay, cool. So this team actually uses the super effective berries, which essentially means like if I were to use like Thunder on Mantine, it will decrease his power, and this is actually based on ×4 weakness, which deals like double the damage opposed to super effective moves. Like an Ember from like any fire Pokemon would completely KO like Scizor, for instance. All right, so Toxicroak. This is okay. Let's see what's the last mon here. Oh, okay, Quagsire. So Quagsire, this one has the damp ability, which means I can't explode. I'm just not allowed to press explosion. So which means I have to rely on Destiny Bond. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use Destiny Bond, and I'm gonna bait the Toxicroak into pressing Sucker Punch again on Gengar, because I have a lower base defense IV, which means almost every physical move that is not that is either super effective or deals regular damage will one-hit KO a Gengar. So it's gonna be longer painting animations, but it'll be better. So Toxicroak has the Dry Skin ability, which heals its HP in the rain, but takes damage under the sun. So because my Destiny Bond is still active, I'm gonna press Shadow Ball, and Sucker Punch should one-hit KO Gengar. Let's see.
I just love.
I lived it by like 1 health.
I
had a focus sash. I forgot. What's
I
up?
love the way that he ran up on you. Like that just looked silly. He's like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Here I come, and just knock the sleeves, or just knock the breath out of the Gengar. He's like, I'm fine. This is fine. Everything is okay. And then he fell down. Oh wow! And I just peeped that he has like the inflatable chin thing, like right there on his actual chin.
Yeah.
But also, we have a new question for chat. That came up. Someone asked, "What is y'all's favorite Pokemon games?" Now, the question did ask for top 5. I'm going to keep it to just top game. This way, more people can kind of participate.
Yeah.
And then I want to see it, because obviously my answer is going to be Sun and Moon, because that's where I met my sweet child. Like, I love him. And then I didn't see him in games. I'm like, I'm not interested. No, stop. I can't play that one. Uninterested. And they're like, but did you see a grass cat? And I'm like, ooh, now time out. I'm interested in that. Wait a minute. I might play. Hold on. Play. Okay, Love Murder Rose, you can't do that. That's not fair. I gotta read this. I said, what's your favorite Pokemon game? And they said, my favorite Pokemon game is Persona 4 Golden. That's illegal. that is illegal. You cannot do that, because if that's the case, it's me sitting here screaming, oh, Persona 5. Like, you can't do that. No, Quack, you either. You can't say Nino Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. No. No, we gotta keep it to actual Pokemon games, not Pokemon adjacent games. What are you doing?
So 2 things. One, I'm using the god of all Pokemon, Arceus, on my shirt, actually.
Yay.
Secondly, my favorite Pokemon game is XD Gale of Darkness, which released on the GameCube in 2005. It's a Gen 3 game. It's kind of like the Stadium games because it reuses the same models, but it's so much fun. It's literally my favorite Pokemon game of all time. So, just wanted to quickly point that out.
Oh, please do. Yeah, now the chat's just trolling, because I got someone saying that we got anything but Robopon. We got all types of other stuff. And then, hold on, where'd the comment just go? Because I had it, because chat's moving fast. Yeah, come on, only regular Shin Megami Tensei games. I'm gonna fight all of the chat. I can see it. I'm gonna fight all of the chat. We are not gonna do this today. It's Silence, I see you too. Don't think I don't see you with your copy pasta. Get out of here with that. Get out of here. Don't give me your sip emotes that have Pokemans either. Fatal Frame? That doesn't make sense either. That doesn't make any sense. I was waiting for someone to say Pokemon Snap, but here I am getting trolled. I feel like I messed up. Did I mess up? You know what, David? That's fair. They said you can't fight me. I'm a ghost type. I understood that reference. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of me.
Oh, yep. I just got that one too.
I'm proud of me.
I just got that
As
one.
someone who has like a third of her team fighting type at all times, you're right. I can't, and that's why I turned my that's why I turned my DS off. Oh goodness. Oh, what are you fighting now? This looks like it's supposed to be a large. Never mind, it's dead. It looked like a big old puzzle piece.
Yeah.
Or like it was supposed to be a big can opener.
I don't know what reference Bronzong is supposed to be based on. But if you've ever played Pokemon Legends Arceus on the Switch, you could find a lot of Bronzors and Bronzongs in like some legendary temples or something like that. It's been a year since I beat the game. It's literally 10 out of 10 game. I would totally like recommend playing it if you really want like an actual like catching Pokemon experience. Let me focus on my choices here. Okay, Arceus Ground. Okay, cool. What else was I gonna say? But yeah, my brain just did a thing. I completely forgot what I was gonna say. It has something to do with like what type of reference Bronzong is, because every Pokemon is a reference to something in actual life, whether it be like key, like card keys, mouse, a car.
That's like one of my favorite things about designs of Pokemon is that they are always based on something. And like in the later generations, that's why I like was poking fun earlier about the fact that they're running out of ideas because we're over 800 of them now. And so like this is why you have a Pokemon that's like literally an ice cream cone, or it's like literally a car. And I'm like, I feel like when the Pokemon is a car, we could just stop for a second. Let's reflect on our life decisions. It's a car. Sir, this is a car. And hold on, Bronzong's an ancient temple bell kind of thing. Oh, I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I kind of thought it was actually related to something like that for sure.
Oh, we're apparently over 1,000 now. Well then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we did just release, God, what just released? Not Arceus. No, wait. Oh, my brain is turned.
Scarlet Violet.
Scarlet Violet. We're doing that later today. Mocha Jones is going to be running that right after you as part of the Pokemon block, which I hope chat's excited about too. I hope chat's excited about that.
All right, it's going to do it to me? It didn't do it to me. Nice. So Bounce has a 30% chance of paralysis. And, oh, did it miss? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Okay, no. Okay, that's good. So, Lumineon is actually holding a bright powder, or last instance, I don't remember which one. It's the same. The iron does the same thing. So I had to switch Shift Tree into Arceus because, of course, fighting doesn't hit ghost types, and my Arceus is holding a ghost plate, so I can absorb explosions. So the only way to get self-destruct on a Snorlax is to teach it in Pokemon XD. So, and I don't mean XD like the face. I mean just XD like XD or whatever.
Oh, okay. That's a good clarification to have. Yeah. Especially because go ahead.
Because whenever I've told people that Pokemon XD Gale Darkness is my favorite game, they're like, "Oh, you mean like Pokemon XD, like with the smile?" I'm like, "No."
And then it has to be flat like that too, where it's just like, "No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm sorry."
Oh, that's so annoying. So that Quick Claw is bad because even though Hammer Arm decreases speed, the Golem actually went first. I could have went for Protect just to play it safe, but I wanted to roll the dice this time. But this is okay. I still win the fight anyway. Okay, yeah. So what? Okay, so if I was gonna go for Ice Fang, let's see. Will it do it to me? I don't think it'll do it to me. Right? Will it do it to me?
Maybe.
Nope. Cool. So Ice Fang has a chance of freezing. It's like a 10% chance, similar to Ice Beam. So we're gonna send in Groudon again to change the weather to to his son. So the reason why Golem did not how do I say? The reason why Golem did not get one shot by the ice beam is because why did I target Hippana? That was a misclick. So Sandstorm actually increases rock type special defense by 50%, but because I changed the weather, that's not going to be the case. It's going to click Earthquake, so this won't. Okay, yeah, it didn't do much to me at all. So yeah, this fight's going to drag out just a teeny tiny bit because I did not target the Golem. I should have known that it was going to click Earthquake, but that's okay. So this will be like a 5 or 6 turn fight. I cannot count. It's a long fight, that's for sure.
These things happen. The way that animation played out, it almost looked like the Golem actually just exploded, and I was gonna be like, wow, that was rude. But instead, it just had the exploding animation, and then just he fell down. And also, everyone in chat is now talking about XD, and now they're saying it means Pokemon Extra Dark. Gale of Darkness is one that I just saw. That's not. Y'all just making up stuff now. Y'all are just making up stuff now.
Oh, the classic AI stalling out the game. You'll love to see it.
Yeah.
Well, Well, unfortunately, Arceus is going to be doing something that I will be doing in about 4 hours from. Not 4 hours. Let's see. It's 9 o'clock right now. Probably at like 2 a.m.
No.
Going to sleep. Going to bed.
Oh no.
So it's fine because Groudon is faster than Hippowdon, so it's okay. All right, so we're gonna throw more sun at Hippowdon, and then that's the fight. So the next fight will essentially be halfway through the run. The early game was just a teeny tiny bit longer to my standards, but it's okay because for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. But sets 5 through 8, the game is going to get a little bit tough. But thankfully, with the power of notes and Pokemon knowledge, we can blaze on through. You know.
So for these later ones that you're about to be doing, do you have like a bunch of notes just on the side in particular for them? Like, does it get just really technical or very specific with how you have to roll out your moves and whatnot? Because it looks like in these first ones you've been doing,
yes,
you've had a little bit of wiggle room, not a great deal, but still enough that it's like,
right,
oh, if 1 or 2 things go south, things are fine. Are we starting to get into that territory where now it's like, I cannot afford for anything to go south?
Yep. So when we get to set 5, some part of my notes I have like, what do I do if I get this lead? And like what moves I choose and things like that, like which items they hold, and like even set 6 is just a big old thread of decision making that I must do. And what is that luck?
Oh,
normally Lucario would protect, but it actually didn't. I don't know why it picked Aura Sphere. It might be because of Snorlax, but I'm not too sure about that. But I mean, we take those.
Okay, never mind. I thought that was your Lucario. I was about to be like, no, but you're fine.
No.
Okay.
So the reason why I press Endure on Snorlax is because I'm holding a Custap Berry, which allows me to go first, regardless of what happens if I get to a certain amount of health. So I'm gonna switch in Gengar here, and the last mon is gonna be something and then Uxie. Okay, Garchomp Uxie, that's really good. So what I'm gonna do is, in the event that Self-Destruct misses Uxie, I'm just gonna hit it with Shadow Ball. And Garchomp is not going to protect. It's going to go for a Dragon Claw or a Dragon Rush. So Custap Berry, we go first. Snorlax explodes. Are we going to get a miss? Yep. That's kind of unfortunate. So yeah, I was going to say, how do I know it missed? We didn't see Uxie in the preview when Self-Destruct was going to connect because it's holding a Laxant Sense, okay, which essentially decreases the accuracy of my moves.
Okay, and that's what I was wondering about, because you said, is it going to miss? And I didn't see that on the screen, and I was like, I thought you wanted to miss your Gengar, but I see what you're saying now, because it didn't even appear, so there was no hit had. Oh, no! Yep. Nice focus sash, though.
So yeah, this is intentional because I have Destiny Bond, and this is actually part of the. Oh, I'm faster. I should Shadow Ball. It's actually part of the plan B in the event that Charizard would have been picked and missed my self destruct. I would have like a Destiny Bun, and it would usually pick Blast Burn, which deals a lot of damage. Since it's a move that's it's like Hyper Beam, but for the starter Pokemon and a Fire type move. Mm-hmm. So. The good thing is we're now halfway through the run, and like I said, this is where the difficulty spike is just gonna go up.
I'm glad you got rid of him anyway, because you ever see the trainers and characters that you look at them and you instantly decide, you know what, you're a jerk. You got jerk essence just all over you. That was that guy for me. It was the mustache and the hat combo, and I was just like, no, we gotta get him out of here. He's annoying. He's annoying. You haven't seen his actual Pokemon yet. Don't need to. He's annoying. He can be fired. No, get him out of here. Shoo.
Exactly. Shoo. Also, perfect timing for y'all to like hydrate, like grab a snack, because like this is a long run, but we still have a good amount of ways to go.
Yeah, because I think we're about halfway through, maybe close to it.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, chat, please take the advice of the runner. If you need to get up, get a snack, re-up your beverages and whatnot, absolutely do that, because we're going to have plenty of Pokemans that are going to still be here when you come back. It's only going to take you a couple of moments. And as pointed out in the chat, this would be an excellent time to follow the runner. Some of you have come in here and noted that, hey, this is the guy who did Puyo Puyo at AGDQ, and you're absolutely correct.
Yes.
By the way, speaking of Puyo Puyo, I see you dodged my question I asked you at AGDQ, so I'm going to ask you live.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yes, I need to know your thoughts and feels on Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Discuss.
Well, considering that Mean Bean Machine is literally Puyo Puyo 1 for the Genesis, I kind of have a soft spot for it, because that's the very first game that I started with in my Puyo career. I love it to death. To put it simply, it's so good. I will play it from time to time, but because I mainly play the modern era of Puyo games, yeah.
So I can actually share some deep lore about that while you're going through these fights, and you can focus up, since these are harder fights and whatnot, and kind of feel some of that space. So I adore Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. It was actually my first Puyo Puyo experience, and I didn't even know what Puyo Puyo was. And so that was the first game of that nature that I actually played, that I did all difficulties, all passwords, and that was the beginning of my guide writing days. Because to this day, I have in my cabinet or stash or whatever you want to call it, the closet that has all your old stuff that you refuse to throw away, basically. I have an old notebook that has every single Dr. Robotnik Mean Bean Machine password, because I legitimately earned all of those joints and wrote them all down. And so like, when I saw that Puyo Puyo was like the next step, I think I own most iterations of it, but I'm not nearly as clean as you were at AGDQ, because I like to do the 4-wall stack, where you do like 4 lines, have a separator, and then you have the connecting beans for those 4 columns on top of it. I'm one of those types of stackers, but that's a really difficult stack to do, because all it takes is one mess up and now that whole stack is gone.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, but it was real hype seeing like when you got some of the bigger chains, because I'm like, you have to understand, anything a 4 chain and above is hype central, because it's like, let's go. I'm about to throw so many counter beans on you. Let's get into it. Let's do it. And then like, especially in Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, they counted at the top, and you saw that red bean show up on your opponent's side. It's like, oh, you're done, son. You're done. You're not recovering from this. And then the AI does its thing, and it's like, a normal person wouldn't have recovered from that, and this is garbage. This is garbage. Just want y'all to know that. But yes, I asked that during the AGDQ run, and I was just like, I need to know your thoughts on Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I have to have them.
You know what? I'm gonna extend this topic a little further.
Okay.
Thoughts on Mean Bean Machine 8-bit version.
This is the first I'm hearing of it, and I'm gonna go Google it right now. I am Googling that right now. You said Mean Bean Machine 8-bit version.
Yeah, this, I believe it's only on the Game Gear. I want to say it's also on the Master System, but the Game Gear, actually, yeah, it is. But the Game Gear version is faster for obvious reasons.
Oh, I can't thank you enough for this rabbit hole you just sent me down. I'm so excited to get into this. I love this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love puzzle games like that in general, though. Like, I think that they're so cool. They're so fun. They're relaxing while being challenging, if that makes sense. It might not. But yeah, and then seeing it on the GDQ stage brought a special glimmer of joy to my spirit, because I was just like, I love Puyo Puyo. I still have to go finish my copy of Puyo Puyo Tetris that I have for my Switch, because I just looked at it and I was like, I don't know which one I'm better at. I think I'm still technically better at Tetris, but Puyo Puyo and Tetris, I mean, I feel like that's just a W at that point, really, truly, honestly. But I plays a mean Tetris. I do enjoy Tetris a great deal. What in the world is that? Wait, is that an evolved Lickitung?
Yes.
What? Oh, get out of here. Go away. No. No.
So good thing you pointed that out, because this team uses the evolutions to past generation Pokemon. Like Magnezone is the final evolution of Magneton, and Licky Licky is the final evolution to Lickitung, obviously. So
I am upset that I saw that. Earnestly. How dare you? What in the... No. No. Absolutely not. That was terrible to witness. Oh my god. Oh, that was something else too that like I've been trying to keep up with Pokemon, because I noticed that like a lot of the ones I remember had a stopping point now have like evolutions, or like I'll just call them like a pre-evolution. Like what I mean by that is when they first came out, you had Pikachu and Raichu. Then time passed and all of a sudden we had Pichu, which turned into Pikachu, which then became Raichu. So you had like that earlier stage get added in. So seeing some of the later ones of generations that I know, like where their original stopping points were, nah, I don't ever want to see that Licky Licky ever again. I don't even want to say that name again. That makes my heart hurt.
Fun fact, Licky Licky can learn Explosion, and with the Choice Band, it's the strongest Exploder in the game. Funnily enough, but I'm not using it because it has a slower painting animation, and I needed more tight coverage with Snorlax. So, yeah.
So wait, hang on, because you're playing Snorlax, is there a new Snorlax? Is there like a Snorlax Plus, aka Evolution now, or is Snorlax still just there?
Well, there is. Generation 4 actually introduced Actually, I take that back. XD Gale of Darkness actually introduced Munchlax, the baby Pokemon version of Snorlax. So 1 second as I choose this team here. Okay, there we go. But you didn't get to actually use Munchlax until Generation 4. But basically, almost similar stats to Snorlax. Just almost similar, other than it's just baby Snorlax. That's just it.
Munchlax is, oh my god, I love him. I haven't even seen this. I don't even know what it looks like, but that name, sold. It's a Munchlax. I'm gonna look that up right now. Chat, this is the true bonding right here. It's not having just the Pokemon block here at UBAF, because again, we're showcasing all the dope black speedrunners who participated this weekend in Unapologetically Black and Fast. Thank you so much, Peas, for hanging out with us yet again this year. The true bonding is finding out the host is clueless about Pokemon and being like, we're gonna tell her about so many heckin' dang Pokemon, and she's gonna scream every time, and we're here for it. Yes, I'm gonna go find Munchlax right now, and I'm gonna see if there's a plushie of it. I want the plushie. If there's no plushie, what was the point? What was the point? Oh man, that dude had, every time I look over at the screen, that man is fainting. He's having a tough time on this marathon. He is having a real tough time on this marathon. Every time I look over, he is fainting.
Oh no, why Vaporeon? Not one of my favorites. No, I gotta do it to him, sadly.
That's always the worst too, because you got the
NSPL.
I know, it's like, ooh, you're gonna make me beat up my babies.
Oh man.
Pain. Actual pain being had. Deuces.
Oh man. Oh well.
I've always loved Vaporeon's design too. I thought it was really cute and very quirky. I liked it more than I did Jolteon. Jolteon just felt too pointy. I mean, I get it, but it's also just, it's too pointy. It's weird. I know that's a weird take to have. I know people in chat are laughing at me too. But that's okay. I'm accustomed to being laughed at. Hey, one of the commentators just came in and rated with us too. How you doing? That's gonna be a great commentator that's gonna be here later tonight for Stardew Valley.
Ooh.
All right, so we're through another battle and we are moving it right along. You're still oh no, I don't like this man's appearance either. He looked like a diet tuxedo mask. I hate this man. Please go away.
So, oh, I almost chose the wrong team. Okay, there we go. So, earlier we mentioned how Pokemon was running out of ideas, or I guess the Pokemon Company, Genius Minority, those people, they ran out of ideas. We basically get to see the Coliseum leaders again. the same 4 dudes that I had to defeat. We gotta do it to him again, but this time they bring legendaries.
No, he's a diet tuxedo mask, and you'll never change my mind. You're not gonna do it. He looks like Tuxedo Mask's little brother, who is also equally useless. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm incorrect. I will pay someone money to be like, she is incorrect. I have points and I know that I have them. Oh, so we have a question from chat too. Umbreon is Darkray's favorite evolution. So throwing it to Peas and PT. Favorite evolution. I am probably going to have to go with Umbreon too. The design's kind of...
Vaporeon.
Umbreon's design's kind of clean. It's kind of clean.
Yeah. My second favorite is probably Espeon, but I like Umbreon too. Like it's literally in my top 5. So,
see, someone agrees with me. He looks like Tuxedo Mask if he just rented the Tux.
He just ran at the top. That's so good. Oh no, not Raikou. That's bad because it has a bright powder. And I'm actually I believe 1 point slower or a few because of my Metagross's IVs. I believe with the Choice Scarf, my Metagross has 181 and Raikou. Oh, never mind. I outspeed. Cool. That's this. Never mind.
Wow, the disrespect that was had on that. Yikes. But you got rid of the Arcanine, which is unfortunate for all the Arcanine lovers that we had earlier in chat. But consider the Arcanine was being used by a guy who we're pretty sure is a tool. So it's fine. It's fine. Also, as it was mentioned in chat, I have an Eevee plushie behind me. So Eevee will always have my heart just as a little cute biscuit. And then Umbreon, probably up there. Leafeon, pretty high up there. It's true. It's very true. But Eevee is cute Pokemon. No notes. Yeah, I keep looking over and that dude keeps fainting. I'm so sorry. I think I'm cursing this poor man. I think I'm cursing him.
It's fine though because I win the fight anyway. If Raikou hits Gengar, okay, that's the fight. There we go. Wow, the disrespectful crit. Oh no, that mattered. Psych, Destiny Bond.
Yikes. Yikes. Not you hit a homie and he said, I take licks back. I take licks back. I had to get my lick back. Go ahead and take this W because I'm taking one too. That's like the ultimate petty energy. The ultimate petty energy. If you win, I win too. What? No, we both going down.
Exactly. So, actually, I do want to farm some more chat interaction. Favorite Pokemon generation?
Ooh.
Mine is 2.
Okay.
Because a lot of my favorite Pokemon come from Gen 2, like Ursaring, Lantern, Meganium. Yes, I'm a Meganium stan, despite that being like the worst starter for everyone. Pretty cool design. And of course, Gold, Silver, and Arco and Soul Silver, really like masterpiece games. I would just play through them. Like if they were like the only Pokemon generation I would play, I would. Yes.
Yeah, we got a couple people who immediately said that Gen 3 is their favorite. We got a Gen 4. A couple people agreed Gen 2 is where it's at. They said 2, then 4, 2, and 3 is a close second. We've got some Gen 6s that are coming in the chat. Also, hey, Nastani, welcome on in. I don't know if y'all remember, but last year Nastani was in this, and y'all should still be following from the previous year that also Black Speedrunner, right? Right? Y'all did that last year. You're gonna follow PeasSMB? Okay, cool, dope. So we got a couple of 6s. I see probably Gen 2 as well, followed very closely by Gen 9.
Ooh.
That's a gap right there too. Like that's a huge jump because you would expect someone to be like 2 and then 4, or maybe 3 and then 6. But yeah, that's a nice jump right there. Gen 3 Emerald. Let's see, Gen 3 with 2 as a close fave. Oh, hey, Bobby did host for that. There you go. No, you didn't, Bobby. I hosted last year solo, remember? It was a terrible idea. Horrible idea. I did the whole thing solo and I was dead that next Monday. I was like, I'm just gonna go to bed if that's cool. But it looks like the overwhelming consensus is like a lot of 2s and a lot of 3s. And then there's a little bit of love for 4, 6, 9. Oh, we got a new contender with 7. We got a 7. Yeah, this is how far removed I am. I don't know what gen roll it is.
7.
Oh, that's 7. Okay. So then, yeah, I mean, I almost would have to keep it old school and say Gen 1 because that's where I started and that's the one I'm most familiar with. But I feel like my vote doesn't count because I am the Poke baby.
It's fine. It's fine. Because funnily enough, not many people know that Battle Revolution exists, because when people think of Gen 4, they either think of Diamond and Pearl or immediately Platinum. Or even just Hardcore and Soul Silver, literally any of the Gen 4 games. But usually it would either be like Pearl or Diamond and Pearl or Hardcore and Soul Silver Platinum. Alright. So that Shadow Sneak on Hound. Whoa! Oh, this is not good.
I didn't do it.
I think we still win. This is gonna be really close. Because I don't want to protect Electrode again. Because if it's used in succession, the move fails.
Oh.
I have a choice band too. Okay, at least this is the first fight. So what I'm gonna do? Actually, no. No, I win the fight. You want to know why?
Why did you win the fight? Are you gonna explode on him? You are gonna explode on him. I saw the Voltorb and I was like, oh, you're just gonna explode. Never mind. This is like I could be done with this. Goodbye. You're using a Persian in earnest? Like that's a real thing. Okay, cool, dope, awesome. Love that for you. Anyway.
Yes. Okay, that's so good. The reason why he said that was because even with the okay, if that critted, I would have lost. So. Oh, that was so close. That was clutch.
Oh my gosh. In Pokemon Mario, the RNG this weekend has tried it. It has tried it a lot. It's tried it for a couple of the runs this weekend, but it's okay. We're still coming in Clutch City. We got this. It's under control. W's are being had.
I actually did not know how much Explosion did on Metagross, even though Electrode is holding a Life Orb and it's not very effective against it. If Explosion critted Metagross, like I said, I would have lost the fight, because for whatever reason, if you lose all your Pokemon, you lose the fight. Even if the AI loses all their Pokemon, it still counts as you not losing your Pokemon. Well,
I get.
It still counts as you.
I see what you're saying. It's one of those cases where, like, if both parties fall, then you default to the one that loses, which is like one of my most annoying rules under the sun. Because it's like, I mean, just call it what it is, which is a double KO. Or like, honestly and earnestly, and people are welcome to disagree or agree with this, I say when both parties fall, it should go to the player by default. And that's it. Because I don't want to have to redo stuff all because it's like, well, technically, no. Let's not do this.
Nice. I got the range on Metagross. So, the choice band item increases my attack by 50%, my attack stat by 50%, but of course I'm locked into one move. And choice band explosion on a Metagross hits super hard like a truck. And I guess as you were talking like before when Ryan Ford was running, I was in it with the whole Ryan Ford, Ryan Chevy, all that funny stuff.
It's Ryan Volkswagen, thank you.
Ryan
it is Ryan Volkswagen, specifically a Jetta. Thank you.
Oh man, for me it would be Ryan Nissan because I actually drive a Nissan Rogue, so it's pretty cool.
You know,
pretty cool car.
The Nissan Rogue was one of the ones I considered before I got my Hyundai Tucson. I tried it out. It was a couple of them that I tried out, but I also made the mistake of moving and being like, I don't need a car, and then everything here is 20 minutes away by default. And then if you take public transit, it's more like 2 hours. And I was like, let me hit this car up right quick. I don't. Oh, it's Ryan Porsche. My bad.
Ryan.
Oh, sorry, Ryan Porsche. Ryan Porsche. Ryan Prius. Oh no, we're bringing it back.
Oh, see, so I used to play competitive Pokemon quite a bit, and one phrase that was like almost always used, like if a move hit really hard, they would be like, so such and such a move, it just hits like a truck or something like that, and I just had to steal it because it's so funny. Totally not referencing Mean Girls, you know, like what happened like towards the end of the movie.
Oh no, not Mean Girls references. Don't add those to the mix. Now it's gonna be all over the place.
10 out of 10 movie. Can recommend. On Wednesdays we wear pink. Anyway.
On Wednesdays we wear pink. It's true. It's very true. On Wednesdays we wear pink. But you also need to stop trying to make fetch happen because it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Ryan Pinto, oh my god, y'all are ugly. I can't believe this.
So this lead is actually terrible because even though Alakazam is a very cool Pokemon, it will protect on the first turn. And this strategy is to use Encore and Disable. Basically, having you use the move Struggle. Basically, if you have no more moves left to use, you basically struggle and you deal recoil damage to yourself. But we're going to basically play around that strategy. And I actually went for U-turn on Mew. I could have actually exploded, but I want to ensure a double KO without having to explode and then beat down one Pokemon early on. So the Drifloon is actually going to outspeed Alakazam because I'm holding a Choice Scarf, and yes, this thing has a Focus Sash, so I have to break it.
Oof.
So the good thing is Explosion from Drifloon is going to one-hit both Alakazam and Dugong after damage. And I actually forgot to talk about this. Natures do matter. So some of the natures I'm running like Adamant, which increases my attack stat but decreases my special attack stat. And if I wanted more speed, I would use natures like Jolly, Timid, Naive, or Hasty if I'm trying to run a mixed set like that uses both special attack and physical attacks. For me, it doesn't really matter like about like the natures at times, but only whenever I'm like building my team. That's when it matters. But actually, I take that back. It does matter. What am I saying?
See,
so Dusknoir is actually kind of not good. Actually, no. This is where I say we're going to do a little bit of trolling. I'm going to explode on Wobbuffet, sadly. Another one of my favorites.
I don't think there's anyone out there who genuinely dislikes Wobbuffet or Wobbuffet. I always called him Wobbuffet because it just looks like buffet. But like, I just love the design of his character so much because it's just so goofy looking. It's like, oh, I can't be angry at you. You're just a little guy hanging out and making noises. That's fine. This is fine.
So what's funny about that is Generation 4 introduced the male and female forms. Wobbuffet's female form, as you just saw, she has lipstick on.
What?
She has lipstick. I don't know why they put lipstick on Wobbuffet, but it makes sense.
You know what? Sure. A buffet is a buffet restaurant run by Waluigi. Can this be the new canon? Wobbuffet is actually the buffet restaurant ran by Waluigi. Follow-up question, why Waluigi and not Wario? I'm just curious. I'm hoping for more Mario hatred. You have no idea. Would you please ignore the host? Yeah, so we look like we're doing pretty good so far on some of these higher tier fights. We had a couple of scary moments though.
Yeah.
We had a couple of scary moments.
So, well, unfortunately, this next fight is going to be like the scariest one of all because of the fact that she uses a defense form Deoxys, a Giratina, and a Registeel. Like one broken mythical Pokemon and 2 broken legendaries. So, gotta make sure that she does not end her team with either Deoxys or a Giratina. If she leads with Deoxys, that is very good. I want that. But she either leads with Umbreon, Milotic, or a Togekiss. But this might be an Umbreon lead. Maybe. Hopefully.
Where are these
fingers crossed?
I would say I'm looking at chat too, and people are like, "Oh, her outfit's a vibe, though." I actually really like her top. I like her top a lot. I can't wear it, but it's very cute. It's extremely cute. Wario's too busy playing Pizza Tower. You might be right.
This lead is okay. I do have a plan. So what I'm gonna do, so what I just did is explode on Milotic, just to get a free switch into Drifblim, because her Giratina is out. Either she'll go for Will-O-Wisp or she'll go for Shadow Sneak. Shadow Force. I hope she does not pick Shadow Force. Let's see, what does she pick? Oh, nice, the Will-O-Wisp missed. It wouldn't matter because it would matter because being burnt decreases your attack stat by 1/2, regardless of whether or not you get a boost or whatever. So, wow, Deoxys, you love to see it. So, now what I'm gonna do is swap Sableye into Lucario, only because Giratina is actually gonna pick Shadow Sneak against Drifblim, and I'm gonna go for a teeny tiny Manip to ensure that what is it that Drifblim just fall to the Shadow Force. What I could have done was actually went for Trick. It went for Calm Mind. Okay. Let's see. What do I have on Lucario? I believe this one is holding an Expert Belt. So then I can just spam. Yeah. Okay. This one's holding an Expert Belt, which increases super effective moves by 30%. So this Destiny Bond is going to knock out Giratina because it picked Shadow Force against it, and now I'm gonna just go for flinches. Okay, that's fine if it doesn't do that do that much. Thunderwave? Oh, that's fine. That is actually fine. So the sad thing is, I'm really hoping that her last Mon is not Togekiss. It's either gonna be Togekiss or Registeel. I would greatly appreciate it if it's Registeel so that I can actually hit it with Aura Sphere twice and then knock it out. So now my last Pokemon is Sableye, and thankfully I still have a chance of winning the fight. So because of that Giratina, explosion strats are very difficult to go for, so I play around that. That is okay. This is going to be a very, very long fight.
I was gonna say, did this just become a problem?
Yes and no. So what I'm gonna do is I need a flinch. It might go for recover though. I will please pick recover. Oh, that's so good. Okay, now do not get paralyzed. Come on.
Oh, now you just have to hope.
So the reflect is bad because actually not too bad. Come on. Nice, that's so good because now the Deoxys can only go for Sidekick, and it's only going to hit Lucario. So what I'm going to do, it's probably going to live this next. Actually, oh, now it won't because Sucker Punch is going to knock it down to basically to range to where Dark Pulse is going to knock it out, and now all I got to do is just press the Aura Sphere until. What is it? Until the screens wear off. So we're gonna be here a little bit, sadly.
These things happen. As you already kind of highlighted the part that these are going to be much more difficult fights. They're going to be a lot more dependent on what kind of things come out. And then it sounded too like they pulled out the Pokemon that you absolutely didn't want in this combination, and now you just have to deal with that because you've got all the type of nonsense with Reflex and other things going up, and then it's just it happens that way. And this is the one thing that, even though I am not big on Pokemon, I am extremely versed in RPGs, specifically JRPGs. And when you see the long fight coming, you just see it coming, because it's like, if they do certain things, what are you supposed to do against that besides muscle through it or defend yourself accordingly? So yeah, that's completely understandable.
So that water pulse almost did half damage. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. That is not good.
Yeah, the confusion is going to be brutal.
I believe Togekiss is holding a citrus berry. So... okay, Water Pulse Lucario. That's fine. Oh, here we go. Well, okay, at least Confusion at maximum lasts for 5 turns. So this is... I'm really hoping that... Oh, nice. Okay, that's fine. At least I snapped out of Confusion on that turn.
I just want to make something very clear really fast. The fact that Togekiss isn't an evolution of Togepi makes me enraged. It actually enrages me. Like, what do you mean those aren't directly linked? Why? And it's not even like, oh, it's just a few numbers away. It's like on the board, it's like 300 numbers away. Why? What? We're gonna go ahead and just keep watching this fight. We're gonna keep watching this fight. I should not have looked that up. Oh, I don't know who that question is for, but I have not played Suikoden. And yeah, CC, it's not. I just looked it up. I can't even make that up. I was like, oh, maybe that's what they finally did with Togepi.
Oh, come on, live this. Oh, no, that's not good.
Oh, no.
Oh, I might have actually lost here because of that. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, yeah. I'll play it out and then just move on to set 7. That's so unlucky.
Oh, wait, time out. Let me correct myself. Chat is correct. It does go into it. It's just the numbering doesn't follow the usual cadence. So it evolves into Togetic when leveled up with High Friendship, which evolves into Togekiss when exposed to a shiny stone. Why the numbers are not next to each other, I have no idea. But there it is. That's interesting.
Hacks, yep.
That's why. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's lower rage, but the rage is still there.
Yeah, see, it's okay though, because like I said, like the IVs do matter. I literally lost due to luck, and that was like a lowercase scenario of it happening. But I'm gonna keep going because I want to show off the rest of this, and that's only like about 20 or so minutes that I've lost, and even then I'm still gonna be pretty good on time because the next couple of fights are gonna be relatively well. They're hard, but at least they're much easier than the other one. So, where am I, the team?
Oh, hang on. Zeno just resolved the entire conversation. It's Ask Professor Oak. Oh, never mind. Say less. I don't need no explanation further than that. Say less. Okay. Yep, I see what's wrong with this picture. It's not us, it's him. Got it.
Stargazer Coliseum, Masters Battle.
All right, quick question. How am I doing on time?
You are doing pretty good on time. Do you want to know your actual time, or do you want to know, like, what information do you need?
What time am I at right now?
You are at 1:28. Getting on 1:29. An hour and 29 minutes, I should say.
Okay. Let's see. I would be cutting it close, actually. So
I believe in you.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
I'm all right. So the plan is I'm gonna do my best to run through set 7 and 8, go back to set 6, and then just basically run through the thing again. Like, same strategies. I just needed Sashay to lead off with a different Pokemon. So yeah. Luckily, this team goes through the exact same strategies, like sometimes water pulse spam. Oh, sorry, water spout spam. Explosions. So I'm I'm chilling, as we say in the business.
Nah, we're good. We're good. We got this. This is fine. This is perfectly fine.
Now, you might be wondering why I'm going to explode on Lucario here. It's because Aggron exists and double resists my explosion, so I have to press Vacuum Wave, which allows me to go first. But unfortunately, everyone is gonna faint on the field because I exploded. And with a life orb, Lucario is not gonna be living an explosion from Electrode here. Unless, nope. Oh, we lived. Funnily enough.
Get that man out of here. Get out of here. We got time to make up. Get kicked rocks. And yeah, no luck, Duck. That's something I've accepted a long time ago. Because I know that a lot of people pointed out, oh, well, it's later gen. But I know in some cases the numbers did just kind of rewrite. But that's why it just threw me for a loop that the numbers were so far off. So it's my bad. And I kind of said that at the beginning. Like, I know enough about Pokemans to be dangerous. However, in terms of things like what generation happened where and what numbers are going on, I have a bleep button, but it doesn't work. So there's times where I just be quiet instead because that is the safer answer. Otherwise, it would just be strings of profanity. And it's like, no, I'm not dealing with this right now. Absolutely not. No. All right, so we're getting back on track though. It looks like things are starting to go back in your favor. It just wanted to be a bully for a little bit, and it's like, okay, we'll let you finish on time, I guess. I will let you finish on time, I guess. Gosh.
Like I'm making the correct decisions. It's just that luck was just not in my favor on that last fight. So
again,
this is gonna not be nice. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
go on.
again, that's something that I'm very, very familiar with strictly as someone who plays a lot of JRPGs, where it's like you can go in with a perfect setup, you can go in with everything as a backup, ready to rock and roll, and if the RNG says nah fam, then the RNG says nah fam. Like that's just a real thing that happens. That was happening to me a little bit in my run of Bloodborne yesterday. I was going over to Goes on Ghost's channel earlier, and a lot of Bloodborne vets, their first comments to me were, hey, that was entertaining, but Bloodstarved Beast was acting way out of control. I was like, yeah, she was giving me nothing. She was like, I want to be the show front face. Me. And I was just like, you know what? You're right. That's fine. Whatever. Do your thing. Go off, sis. I'm going to be streaming you on Tuesday. And trust when I say you're going to die a lot, I'm probably going to farm her for an hour just to make a statement. I'm not going to lie. But, oh, hey, it's a Gyarados. Oh, man, this outfit. This man's outfit is a choice. It's a choice. That's all I'm going to leave him at.
Now, this Togekiss is actually nice. I believe this one carries Tri-Attack, Shadow Ball. I don't remember its other two moves, but fun fact, the only way to get Tri-Attack on the Togekiss is to not purify, nice crit, to not purify in Pokemon XD, and
not the Smiley.
And base. Oh, I'm sorry, not purify. You're not supposed to trade it back to the trainer. You basically have to keep it and then transfer it up to Gen 4, and so that's how you get Tri-Attack on the Togekiss. So basically what Tri-Attack does is, I believe it has a 10% or it's used like 10 or 20% chance to either burn, freeze, or paralyze. And Togekiss has the ability Serene Grace, which doubles, or well, not really doubles. It increases the chance of status status effects, if that makes sense. So basically, it would have like almost a 50% chance of getting like a paralysis if it used Tri-Attack, so or something like that. My numbers could be wrong, but that's essentially what Serene Grace does to certain moves.
So what we got here. This man, I was going to say something that might have been inappropriate, but I'm not going to, because I saw that his hands are supposed to look like little plugs. But from the side view, they didn't look like plugs. They looked like big bracelets, and they kind of looked like hoop earrings. I was going to be like, I'm going to need you to get off the stage immediately, if not sooner.
So this team strategy is actually pretty funny. So Regigigas has the ability Slow Start, which for 5 turns, basically its speed and attack are cut in half. So there are moves called Gastro Acid, Worry Seed. If you use those on Regigigas, it will lose the ability and it basically becomes a broken Pokemon.
Ooh. Broken Pokemon and oh my god, not this Pokemon. Not him.
I should have used Zelf because Zelf has Psychic and I don't have an attacking. I have Extreme Speed. Why didn't I should have used Extreme Speed. That's okay. Will this KO? No, that's fine. Sceptile would have probably clicked Worry Seed anyway to get rid of Slacking's Truant, which only allows it to move once every other turn, which can be. Why did it go for Focus Blast?
You know, we take those. Sure.
Yeah.
Again, if that's what you want to do, live your best life. I love that for you, sweetie. A+. Do it again if you want to. Let's go. Also, I just want to point out that Slacking, when he died, literally just went to stretch his back and went back to sleep. And if that is not a vibe, I just don't know what is. I don't know what is. Like, that is so relatable.
Yep. Literally me almost every day because of graduate school. I'm just like, I don't want to get up anymore. I want to stay asleep. But
so there's a question. There's a question in chat. And I don't know if this is a legit question or a genuine question, but I'm going to say it anyway. Because they said, I'm curious if Tri Attack works by rolling one status check, then rolls which status is applied, or 3 separate checks.
That's a very good question. It's basically, one or the other, if that makes sense. Like, all the status effects have an equal amount of chance of happening. But actually, no. No. I believe if you use it on like an ice type Pokemon, it might only roll either a paralysis or a burn because ice types cannot get frozen. All right, what do I do here again? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is press Water Spout, and then I'm going to Thunder the Azelf because this strategy actually uses a move that I used earlier, which is called Imprison. So if I share a move with the enemy, basically Imprison won't let the enemy use the move as long as I'm on the field. So in this case, this Azelf has Imprison, Explosion, Protect, and Endure. So basically, you can't protect if it uses Imprison. You can't protect. You can't explode. You can't endure. And of course, you can't use Imprison if you also have the move. So, a Reggie Field, nice. So, what is probably going to happen here is Regice might explode. So I'm gonna switch Kyogre into Gengar, and Regirock has a Quick Claw, and thankfully this Gengar has a no. This one doesn't have a Focus Sash. The other one does. So Regice might explode here. Let's see if my prediction is correct. After Electro protects itself, moment of truth. Yep, called it.
Oh no, you hate to see it.
For the enemy.
Oh wow, you used that move and it did nothing. It gave absolutely nothing. I hate to see that for you specifically. That's what you get when you got Lieutenant Dan over here. No, look at his outfit. No, timeout chat. Y'all actually let this go this long without me saying anything. Look at his outfit. What in the Diet Yakuza is that? Girl, if you don't get out of here with your ugly scarf. Double explosions? Really?
The bot just threw for content. I win. I win.
Stop. The bot is over on their Twitch.tv channel saying I'm throwing for content. You know what? Go off. Get into it. I hope you get them follows, BB. I hope you get every single one.
Wow, after that Sasha fight, I needed that.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know what? The RNG really did come back. It's like, we just wanted to have one moment in the spotlight. We'll let you have your run back. Here you go. You're good.
So the funny thing is, Zapdos was going to pick extra sensory because it's a psychic move, and Gengar is weak to psychic moves. So it was going to knock Gengar to its focus sash. Even though I was going to outspeed, I was going to actually click Destiny Bond. I guess I clicked Shadow Ball, but I was going to click Destiny Bond. But the Quick Claw actually worked out in my favor because Regirock also has what's the move? Stone Edge. So I don't know why it didn't pick Stone Edge, because it would have one-shot either Gengar or Electrode anyway. And this AI is supposed to be smart, keep in mind. It's supposed to be smart.
Listen, AI does whatever it feels like at that current moment. Sometimes the AI is too smart, and sometimes the AI clocks out, and we just go with it.
Yep.
We just go with it. I'd rather have that AI than the one that cheats, because the one that cheats is the one that actually makes me angry in these types of games, where you got your setup and then they get to read your moves and stuff. Nah, fam. For it, I will fight you in the back of a Wendy's. I'm not doing this.
Final set. What kind of battle can we...
I really hope that moment got clipped, because I want to post that on twitter.com everywhere, which y'all should follow me on, by the way.
I will say, yeah, follow Peas everywhere. We told you this already. We've told you this once. We're going to tell you again. Follow Peas on everything. Your Twitter handle, is it the same as your Twitch handle?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. And then that's another good thing. Everybody, not only do we want you to help support the channel so you can see more of this delicious Hotfix content with your subs, your bits, your gift subs, and everything else, but another good way to help out the channel and spread the word, clips. Clip your favorite content. Clip your favorite moments in these runs. Clip when people are sassy to the game. Clip when the game does cool stuff. We want to see it because we want to share it too. So just throwing it out there. I'm just saying. I am just saying. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, but I'm just saying. I am just saying.
So we are on the basically what would be the final set of the run, but assuming that everything goes well, I'm gonna go back to set 6 and basically have my rematch against Sasha.
We got this.
So, this is actually okay. So Mamoswine also has a Quick Claw and it knows Earthquake, but Metagross has a chance of barely living Earthquake, and I do have a Choice Scarf, which will be important for the last fight. So I'm gonna switch Groudon into Duskull. Okay, nice. We win the fight here for free. So the reason why I'm using Duskull as opposed to Dusclops or Dusknoir is because Duskull is the only Pokemon out of the 3 that has the Levitate ability, which allows me to miss grounded moves like Earthquake. And of course, I have Helping Hand on it because that if you purified it in Pokemon XD and transferred it to Gen 4, that's essentially how you get a Helping Hand on it. So. I would use Dusknoir if it also had the Levitate ability, but it has Pressure, and Pressure kind of costs animation time, and we want to save every little bit of animation time as much as we can. So now again, I could use Dusknoir, but I don't want to. So
Yeah, we got to run this back. You thought you was cute last time. We got you this time. No. Wait till you get out here. Have to beat you up.
Exactly.
And thank you so much for the raid. Continue.
This team, this team slash fight. Another one of my least favorites because Sandstorm is pretty broken. And fun fact: the first 2 teams utilizes a weather ability where it raises the evasion under the under weather effects. But because we have a Rayquaza here, Airlock basically nullifies both of those from happening. So what I'm gonna do here is trick Tyranitar. I'm gonna lock it into using hopefully Stone Edge. It'll probably pick Ice Fang, but hopefully it'll choose Stone Edge. And then I'm gonna Ice Beam. What is it, Cradilly? Because this first of all, this lead is actually terrible because Cradilly has really good special defense, and it's gonna go for Stockpile, and it went for Ice Fang. Okay, that is fine because Rayquaza has a Focus Sash, and I actually have this one for the Guard Chomp that might come out. Nice, no freeze hacks. All right, so next, what I'm gonna do here is I need to think on the fly. So Cradily is gonna probably pick Recover. I don't want to lose Rayquaza because Omastar might be in the back. So what I'm gonna do instead, all right, here's my idea. I'm gonna switch into Quillfish, and then I'm going to Iron Head Cradily because keep in mind Tyranitar is locked into what is it? Ice Fang.
Okay.
And Quillfish will resist Ice Fang. So Iron Head is not going to knock out Cradily, but I believe another one after the Recover is going to knock it out.
Okay.
So it's going to go for Ice Fang.
You caught that one right. Ice Fang,
no
a pufferfish.
All right, so Recover, that's not too bad. I have a choice band on this Quillfish. It might knock out Metagross, so what I'm going to do is actually use Waterfall on Cradily just to ensure I just take it out. Because on the next turn, I'm going to Explode.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so that's a pretty good range. I wish Cradily was not the lead here because, like I said, it has very good defensive stats and Stockpile just So I predict. I really hope Gliscor is in the back here. It went for Ice Fang on Metagross. Interesting. Very interesting.
Again, choices were made.
That's why, because he wanted to freeze me. That is so cool.
Oh no. The AI came out with the strats.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Oh, actually, wait, yeah, that's fine because just as long as Armaldo does not Quick Claw, which might happen, it gets one. Oh, nice. All right, goodbye, Armaldo.
Get that man out of here. He's like, I came to fight. Your pufferfish was like, no, you came to sit down is what you meant to say. You can exit.
All right, the last Pokemon might be Garchomp. If it's Garchomp, then that's good because Garchomp is gonna pick Earthquake, and it's gonna hit its partner. So it might take out Metagross, but Omastar. Okay, that's fine.
Oh gosh.
All right, so now what I'm gonna do? You know what? I'm gonna just Explode anyway because I have 2 Pokemon in the back. It's fine. Let's see. Waterfall's gonna do a lot. Over half. I did not know that. And we thawed out.
Oh, perfect.
Right, so
you thawed out just in time to explode. Or did
so Explosion is Explosion is not gonna one hit Tyranitar. That's totally fine. I just needed to get rid of Omastar.
Okay. And then unfortunately got your whatever your pufferfish is too.
Quillfish, yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. But it's not like you got a plan going because this should be their last Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you got 2 in the back, you said.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're good.
I still need to do more testing, like what to do with Tyranitar Cradily, because like I fear that Garchomp's going to be in the back, and if I lose my Choice Scarf, I basically take an Earthquake to the face, or it'll go for Dragon Claw on or Rayquaza, and I just lose it instantly. So, the announcer's right. The end of the battle is getting closer by the minute because all I got to do now is just kill it with Dragon Pulse, and there we go.
Nice.
So that was probably a 10-turn fight, like 9 or 10 turns. How am I doing on time?
You're at 1:48 and 33 seconds.
Oh, that is perfect. Because the next 2 fights should take around perhaps 8 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Total. So so this fight might be 3 turns.
Oh, nice.
I of course want for it to be 2, and the last fight is always 2 turns. So let me make sure I choose my mons correctly. So Quillfish, Duskull, Metagross, Shiftry. So you're going to be seeing the Quillfish and Duskull lead again in the last fight because I'm going to be using a strategy against the funny Mysterio Man.
Okay.
So
wait, is it the Mustache Man again?
Yep, Mustache Man, and this time he also has a Kyogre and it's Choice Scarfed. And normally that would be a problem, but let's just say that Quillfish is kind of clutch.
Fair.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explode.
And when you're ready, I have a question for you. So go ahead and say your strats.
Oh well, what I was gonna do was essentially taunt the Slowbro or just pick whatever move because Marowak usually goes for Protect, but for whatever reason it didn't pick Protect. So this team is actually a tricking strategy where the slower Pokemon go first, and which means I believe the IVs of all the Pokemon on the team in the speed stat are 0, which means they're designed to be very slow so that they can be the fastest under Trick Room. So that's pretty much that. So what is the question?
The question that I got from chat is, how does the Stadium games differ from the mainline games in terms of mechanics? I personally never played them myself, so I was curious.
So the Stadium games and the regular games, for the most part, they share. It's how would I word this? There's not really many changes other than like certain like battle clauses, like same Pokemon clause. You can't use the same 2 Pokemon. Item clause. You can't use the same 2 items. Basically, that crit was unnecessary, by the way, because he was gonna pick regardless.
All crits are necessary. Incorrect. Wrong. Absolutely necessary. You had to make a statement.
That's true. But yeah, there, like I said, there really isn't much difference between the main games and the Stadium games mechanically, other than like, say you want to do Little Cup, which essentially you use the baby Pokemon, or at least first evolutions, and they're basically set to level 5, and pretty much from there. TLDR, competitive mechanics, competitive clauses in the Stadium games. You can do whatever you want in the main games. That's pretty much that.
Okay, there you go.
So that was a 3-turn fight, which is good, and the last fight is thankfully the easiest fight in the game. Because of the strategy that I'm going to go for here. So like I said, there's a Kyogre and it's Choice Scarfed with 31 IVs and Speed, Timid Nature, which increases the Speed Nature. I have a Quillfish in the back, and if you know your Pokemon, the Quillfish gets the Swift Swim ability. I want you to place your bets in the chat as to which Mon will go first.
Ooh, what was the bet that we need? We could get a thing for this.
So Kyogre or Quillfish will go first.
Kyogre or Quillfish? Chat, who's going first?
All right. I'm going to match A, so place your bets. Keep in mind, I have the Swift Swim ability. So let's see what happens after I go for Helping Hand. If you guess Kyogre, you'd be wrong.
Oh no, the Quillfish is going first. Hey, we had a couple people say Quillfish. We got a couple. Yeah, actually, most people said Quillfish.
Good. So fun fact: with Adamant Nature, 31 IVs and Speed, I outspeed a perfect Kyogre by 1 point.
Wow. 1. You love to see that. It was like, I'm still faster than you. It's about 1 point, but I still go first.
So to put it in perspective, I believe with a Choice Scarf, Kyogre is like 236 and Quillfish is 237. So, and this is of course with level 50 numbers. This is the best lead, wow! Because Mewtwo and Latios have very fast fainting animations. So, basically, I got the perfect fight.
Nice.
For this.
Nice.
So normally time would be called on fade out, but we have a bunch of time left. So how am I doing on time right now?
Oh, if this is your final fight, you're at 153.
153. Ooh, I'll be cutting it close.
Okay.
So, Fingers crossed that I won't go over estimate, but I don't think that'll be the case.
I believe in you. To be fair, so I'll share this secret with chat. So when everything was coming in, I actually harassed Peas a little bit because I saw the estimate and I went to his DMs. I was like, is this estimate right? And we're actually cutting it for a shorter estimate. So if we meet this is actually much faster than what he originally anticipated. So even if he goes over estimate, he is still severely under his original estimate. And pretty much it's pro gamer hours. That's all I'm gonna say. It's pro gamer hours.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, and of course, for those who are just now tuning into Battle Revolution, I unfortunately took a death in set 6 on the very last fight because hacks. RNG was not against my favor. So in the business, we have to do a run back because you know, every run must finish for the most part.
We finish runs here.
That is not the team that I want to choose. This is the team that I want to choose. So of course I'll be going for the exact same things as per my notes. I just need for Sasha to have a completely different lead as last time. So or the next time I get that lead again, I'll try something completely different that will hopefully be much better than what I did before. So which, and admittedly, I don't get the Giratina leads as much. I usually get more Togekiss and Deoxys leads. So so right off the bat, this lead is already better because Persian and Blastoise actually have Fake Out, and because I lead with both Sableye and Drifblim, they can't pick Fake Out because normal moves do not hit ghost moves. And earlier I forgot to mention, Kangaskhan was able to hit Arceus ghost type form with a normal move because it has the ability Scrappy, which allows normal and fighting moves to hit ghost types. And I believe in Gen 4 only Kangaskhan and Miltank have the Scrappy ability. I don't remember.
They gave
I think
Scrappy is
Scrappy?
Scrappy?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
I don't remember if Scrappy was a hidden ability, which did not get introduced until Gen 5, or Miltank actually has the Scrappy ability. But its main ability is Thick Fat, which decreases fire type and ice type moves by 50%, which is really useful for walling certain fire and ice types. So normally I would go for Sucker Punch on Jinx, but because Houndoom has a focus sash, I need to break it. And nice, we did not get the Bright Powder miss. All right, so we're looking good so far. We got a 2-turn first fight, and the next one is either 2 or 3 turns, depending on the Pokemon that are chosen.
That character looks like a reject for Space Channel 5. She tried out to be the main character and she didn't get it, and now she just wears the outfit out of spite. I said what I said.
Speaking of which, I know this has nothing to do with Space Channel 5, but for those who have watched the Nintendo Direct or completely missed out on it, Selma the Amigo is returning on the Switch.
Really?
Yeah.
I still have to watch it because my internet was behaving very badly at that time.
Oh no, that is not good. But when I saw when I saw Amigo like literally in the Direct, I was like, there's no way he's returning, because the last time I even heard of him was in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Yeah.
That's dated.
It's been so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's way dated. Oh.
So now, basically, Space Channel 5 has to return now. You know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm down for it. I'm 100% down for it. And then Darkrai actually brought this up too. They stealth dropped a remake remaster, and quite literally, that is probably one of my favorite things about the Nintendo Direct, like specifically, is like they don't put out dates, they don't put out timelines, they don't give you all the fluff. It quite literally is a, hey, we're gonna do a Nintendo Direct tomorrow, and it's like, oh, okay. I can open my schedule, I think, for that, and it's like, yeah, we're gonna do it tomorrow. And then they get to the Direct and they're like, yeah, so by the way, 3 of these games we showed today, yeah, they're available on the shop. And it's like,
Yep.
and it's just that moment where some people I know are like, they don't like that. And I'm like, no, I'm all for that, like 100%, because then you don't get all the extra with speculation. You don't get all the people who are like thirsty for leaks and all that stuff. It's just, it's there. It's like, no, it's there. It's like, well, you mean it's out? It's like, yeah, we just released it. When did you release it? Oh, now. That's when it came out. So I could just go get it. Yeah, just go buy it. It's fine. This is fine. It's like one of my favorite things. And I know people were very hype about the Metroid remaster release.
Yep.
People was waiting for it. Waiting for it.
Annihilated by explosion.
They showed Layton for 2 seconds, said nothing, and left, and I died. Oh no, not this.
Yep.
Not this.
The red corner lost both.
Just bought a bunch of IPs back to life for fun. I feel like that's the cycle that we're in right now, is we're in the rejuvenating cycle, because we're getting a lot of games that if we don't do something like remake or remaster them or re-release them, they are actually going to be lost in some way, shape, or form. So now we're being faced with, okay, either we re-release it or we just hold the L. One of the two has to happen.
Right.
So, you know, it's like, do what you got to do. I have more thoughts on that, but I'm not going to share them. I will not. I will not share them because I know when to not start a violent topic.
Felt that one.
I know.
Felt that
I
one.
know when to not start a violent topic. Now I gotta be Hi-Fi Rush and Metroid Prime before Like a Dragon, Ishin, and Kirby. I mean, do you? Are you on like a strict timeline? Is that necessary? Because I mean, I've got a whole backlog that's just like, I use a lot of my streaming content specifically to just clear out my backlog. It's like, you know, I've never played this Mario and Luigi game. We should play that. And then I played Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga Live. And it was great. It was wonderful. Absolutely delightful. I'm playing Like a Dragon offline right now. And I literally have been like, I am sleeping instead. Oh, so what do we got going on? We got Wabba Faye, Lipstick, Lipstick Wabba. We'll call her Lipstick Wabba.
Lipstick Wabba.
Lipstick Wabba.
I love
She's
that.
my vibes. She doesn't really want to be here right now, but she looks cute for the occasion. This is a joke. For legal purposes, this is a joke. I also do want to be here because Unapologetically Black and Fast is like one of my favorite events that we put on here at GDQ. But yes, what do we got going on here? What's the strategy? What's the plan?
So basically, this is actually the worst possible lead up could have ever gotten, but thankfully that's why I have U-turn, because Wabafit has the Shadow Attack ability, which will not let me directly switch out my Pokemon. I have to use a U-turn, and thankfully, because Mew can learn any TM in the game, I taught it U-turn, and Bug is super effective against Psychic types, and Explosion is a range at full health on the Wabafit from Drift Limb, so the U-turn just puts it such that Explosion will always KO after a U-turn hit. So thankfully, we are in definitely good shape. The last two Pokemon might be Dugong and Muck, or Dugong and Dust Noir, or Muck Dust Noir. All right, we got Dugong. We might get Dust Noir again. Yep, that's fine.
I was quietly hoping for the Muck just because we hadn't really seen it this run.
Yeah, like Muck would have been more ideal because Explosion would actually hit, but it's fine. We control Dust Noir again.
Right. Goodbye. Sorry, Dugong. You're cute, but she gotta go.
Yeah.
Also, this one looks like she's gonna sell me Girl Scout cookies.
I've not had Girl Scout cookies in years, and
I don't know how that's possible.
Well,
I'm upset for you. Everyone deserves at least that one Girl Scout cookie that they love. Speaking of, there's a violent question I'm willing to ask. Chat! I know this is probably a very US-centric question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. I need to know, in critical information, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? I want to know. I want to see the takes. Because I am very much of the mind that there is no wrong answer, but if I absolutely had to pick, it's probably going to have to be a Thin Mint or a Tagalong.
Same.
I love
Mint,
Thin Mints.
yep.
I love the Thin Mints, and then I love Tagalongs too. Although they don't have as much peanut butter now, and it makes me sad.
Okay, nice. The struggle recoil was just enough. All right, here we go.
I believe in you. You got
all right.
this.
You never know what'll happen at a Pokemon.
Wait, there's chocolate chip Girl Scout cookies? What's the name of those? There's a new raspberry one. We got Team Samoa's coming in. Team Samoa's is coming in. Team Thin Mints is coming in. And then there's a couple people who respect the Tagalongs. Caramel Delights. That's not one I see often. Any of the peanut butter ones. That's fair. Oh, we got some Thin Mints hate. Yikes. Yikes.
Ooh. Yeah, I knew people were gonna be like, nope, Thin Mint's terrible, gross.
I was like, there's always, I find that if you don't like mint in any magnitude, then Thin Mints aren't going to scratch that itch for you. I feel like Thin Mints are like just the right kind and amount of mint in a cookie that I could ever ask for. And I like them frozen. They're like my comfort cookie. They're so good. Frozen Thin Mints are great. See someone coming in. Someone coming in. Caramel Delight
right.
is a regional name for Samoas. Oh. Well, there you go.
New plan.
New plan.
I'm gonna immediately switch into Drifblim.
Okay.
And I'm gonna set up the Destiny Bot because I got the Giratina lead again, but I'm pretty sure Sableye is gonna outspeed Umbreon. Oh, okay, that's good. It burnt the Sableye and not well, it didn't target the Metagross when it was out. So even though I am burnt, it's not going to matter as much. So Umbreon is going to be taunted, which means it's not going to be able to go for Confuse Ray. Let's see. I believe it's holding Leftover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch into Lucario because Aura Sphere is going to do a lot of damage to it, and then I'm gonna get rid of my Choice Scarfs. I mean, just so that I don't get locked into Destiny Bond, because I want to say I'll be able to force a switch out of Sashay, maybe.
Oh, there's a poll going in chat, by the way, to vote for your favorite cookie. Just so everyone's aware. Just so everyone's aware, there's still plenty of time left on it. I'm listening to you about your run, but also I'm invested in cookies because someone said that there's an off-brand that's better than Thin Mints, and I am interested. Oh, hey, cutie Umbreon. Hi. Hi, little nugget. We gotta kill you.
Yeah. This should KO? Nope. Okay. So this Lucario is not holding a Choice Specs, which means that its special attack is going to be normal. And I believe this one is Modest Nature, so I'll get the full power. But I'm holding an Expert Bro, so I think it's going to knock itself out with Struggle anyway. Let's see. Yep, nice. And Giratina should hit Drifblim here. So if this is the case, with targeted Lucario, okay.
That's a choice.
No! Whoa, that was close.
Ooh.
That was close. Registeel, that's so good. Okay. It might go for Earth Power. I can't explode. So I think what will happen here is that Giratina is going to go for Shadow Force again. I really hope it goes for Shadow Force again. That would be really nice. I believe it has Shadow Force, Earth Power, Double Team, and why to go for Will-O-Wisp? That's fine.
There's so many moments in this run where it's just like, why did you know what? Sure. Yeah. That's fine. Everything about that's fine. Oh no. Oh no.
That's fine.
Okay.
Nah, we're okay. So Charge Beam is Registeel's only attacking move anyway. I do have Metagross, actually. So I'm gonna do a little bit of trolling. Actually, no. I have Earth... Actually, no, I can't troll. I need to now let Registeel click rest. So, I mean, if it does, it does. Because I can just trick the item back and then just explode or Earthquake again. So now Giratina is probably gonna go for Shadow Force, and I really hope it does. Come on. I wish it would stop.
Doing
Pressing
will-o-the-wisp.
will-o-wisps. Come on. You're running down the clock, Mr. Giratina.
I was about to say, you're killing us, kid.
Okay, that's fine. That's really good that it went for rest, because now, I can't trick it back to Chesto Berry because it will wake up. So now what I'm gonna do is basically Earthquake, Registeel until it goes down. So like I said, I'm in a very good position because now Giratina is gonna go for a Shadow Force.
Okay.
Or it should. And Earthquake is going to be a 3-hit KO more than likely. Oh, or a 2-hit. That's such a crucial crit.
I was like, we love to see a good
Yes.
critical.
Okay, nice. So the last Pokemon is either going to be Deoxys or Togekiss. Either way, I win the fight. Either way.
We love
So
that.
I'm gonna.
All right, and just
I'm
because you've been asking for it, you have 5 minutes remaining on the clock.
Thank you.
You have 5 minutes remaining on the clock.
This should take less than 5 for sure. Less than 5. All right, so Registeel is gonna go down, and then all I got to do next is explode. Funnily enough, that's literally all I have to do next. Because I still have Sableye.
Okay.
Right?
Oh yeah, you still have
So-
someone in the back, so that's fine. Because if both of them get KO'd, it's like, okay, well, who cares? I still have the most people. Oh!
Yep. Don't worry, Destiny Bond.
Oh, got it.
you're yeah. So good to know that if Giratina is led, that is just
got it.
bad. That's just bad luck for me. The good thing there is.
I looked and I was like,
figured out the
okay, no, we're
counterplay.
good. We're good.
So, yep, Togekiss. All I got to do is just explode, and then it's GG. So, there's literally nothing. Yeah, like no Mickey
believe in
Mouse,
you.
as I say in the business. No crazy luck is gonna happen. So, all right. So, that's that.
Annihilated by explosion. Taken down by an intense blow. But the
Little Sableye's like, I don't know
Alrighty.
what's happening. And
Alrighty, so I guess because I ran it back, time is gonna be on fade out.
Okay.
Just to make things just to make things accurate.
okay.
next set of the
All right.
Masters Battle.
And come on.
It's thinking real hard about that fade out. Just like, I mean,
There we go. Time.
nice. Nice. And then I just got word you just got over 212, just over 212. And,
Aw.
and look at you. You had a higher estimate for what? For what? Look at that. Look at us. Killing our own estimates and then some. Love that for you.
Yep.
Excellent run, though. Good job. And that was even with a little bit of a, you had one death, basically.
Yeah.
Or one, I guess you could say, technical reset. So, yeah, you did awesome. I think you did fantastic. Can we please get some hype in chat for Peas? Doing the
Yeah.
monkey balling, doing the Pokemans, doing the Puyo Puyo, doing all the cool kid stuff. Love that for you. Love it so much.
Now I could have said, nah, I'm gonna just like end it off and just keep on going, but I knew deep down I needed to like actually like finish the run. So that's why I replayed set 6. So this is the only time where I'm not gonna be worried too much about going over estimate just because of that. That's basically Pokemon for y'all. Things like that will happen.
Alrighty.
So,
Excellent. So I have questions for you. I actually have some questions for you. First and foremost, before we get into the questions, the most critical questions, where can everyone find you?
Definitely. So you can find me on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. All of them are PeasSMB, and those are the only 3 that I use. The same handles. I think even if you search up PeasSMB on YouTube, you'll still get my actual YouTube account, which I only upload VODs. Now, I used to upload like variety content, but now I just upload like speedrunning VODs and things like that. But I'm mostly active on Twitch and Twitter. I have been taking a step back from streaming a little bit because graduate school takes priority and personal things in real life as well. But for from time to time, I will throw up a stream or two and like run some games. Like I play Puyo, Monkey Ball, Mario Kart, even Battle Revolution. I'm trying to learn some more Pokemon games or games that I genuinely enjoy. So that's that for the plugs. What was your other question before I do my whole shadow spiel?
I want to know what got you started specifically on this Pokemon run, and then after you're done with that spiel, I want to know what got you started on doing Puyo Puyo runs.
Well, funnily enough, this game, Pokemon Stadium 2, is probably one of the biggest reasons why I got into at least stadium speedruns in general. So a couple of my friends have played, some stadium games in the past. Let's see what else. My brain just had a moment. It's fine though, but I've always wanted to run a Pokemon game, and the main games feel a little bit. It's a lot of practice, a lot of routing, and a lot of luck. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to take my knowledge of competitive Pokemon and my sheer passion for the stadium games and just put it all together with a game that not many people know of. So that's why I really got into Battle Revolution, and soon I do plan on learning at least the first few stadium games, but that's going to take a little bit because I have to do routing. I got to train a Pokemon on the Game Boy game. It's a lot of work. So that's pretty much that. And then the other question about Puyo. This one is a little bit interesting. So I've always liked going through and just playing Mean the Machine over and over and over, and I've always wondered how fast I would be able to do if I were to run at least a Puyo game from start to finish with all the luck. And the funny thing is, not many people run Puyo games because it is a sheer challenge, and whatever is a challenge, I am attracted to it. I will literally go for it.
Felt that. Felt that. Hi, it's me, the no-hit runner that tried to do stuff yesterday. It's me. It's me. Why would you do this? I don't know. I just want to. I plan on getting my 80% run, and then when I get that run, I've already determined I'm going to go straight into all bosses. It is a problem. It is an actual problem. But that being said, Peas, thank you so much for the fantastic runs over the course of this weekend. It is greatly appreciated. And again, everybody, make sure you're following Peas over at twitch.tv/PeasSMB, not what it says on the schedule, because I am a human that forgot to put in a letter. So we're going to take a small break. Again, this is a good time to get up, stretch your legs, grab yourself some agua. That was a pretty long run, so if you stuck around for the entire thing, get rehydrated. Get yourself a snacky poo. And then we are going to be back with some more Pokemon here at Unapologetically Black and Fast. Again, I'm PleasantlyTwstd. I'm the one that's going to be outroing you for all your Pokemon stuff and the rest of the runs for this weekend. I'll see you here in just a couple of minutes.